everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Godivation. I'm excited that you're here. So today we're diving into a powerful principle. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Now, whether you are someone who is deeply spiritual or simply interested in living a better or lighter life, this is definitely something you'll be able to take with you. So I want you to imagine for a second carrying a heavy backpack. It is stuffed full with bricks. And those bricks have labels on them, things like deadlines, expectations, guilt, stress, trying to meet everyone's needs. And you push through every day, dragging that backpack, that weight around. And yet, there's this idea that life was never meant to feel like that, right? What if the things we carry could actually feel light? What if effort didn't have to equal exhaustion? Right, so here's the principle. My yoke is easy, my burden is light, speaks to alignment and support. It's supposed to be a reminder that we aren't meant to force ourselves through life, grinding against what feels impossible, when we are carrying the right things. What are the right things? The things that are truly yours, truly mine, truly ours to carry. Then life feels manageable. Hey, it can even feel joyful. So let's break this down from a coaching perspective. Right, in coaching, we talk a lot about choice and ownership. So you have the power to choose which burdens you pick up. You also have the right to put down burdens that aren't yours. So think about your own life for a second. What are you carrying right now that feels heavy? Think about that. What are you carrying right now that feels heavy? The second thing I want you to think about is whose expectations are you trying to meet? Whose expectations are you trying to meet? And then thirdly, which battles are you fighting that aren't even yours? Whose battles that aren't even yours? Which battles? So one powerful exercise I use with my clients is a mental inventory. Imagine all the things that you are carrying. All right, you can even pause and write them down. One by one, ask yourself, is this mine to carry? If the answer is no, you have permission to put it down. Just a little pro tip here. Don't think about it too much. You'll know instinctively, is this yours to carry or not? Is this really yours to carry? So almost the first yes or no that comes to mind is the correct one. All right. So here is a simple tool that you can use today. Write down everything weighing you down, big or small. Write it down. Everything that's weighing you down right now at this point in this moment in your life, big or small. And next to each one on this list, and let me just backtrack a second, big or small, don't neglect and don't throw away the small little burdens because they add up, right? So big or small, you're writing them down. And then next to each one, you can mark it with an M, M for mama, if it's mine, or an N for no, if it's not mine. Right? And for everything marked with an N for no, take a moment to visualize yourself physically setting it down. So you can pause and do this right now, or you can do this after you've completed listening to me, as long as you do it. This, I just want to say, this is not about neglecting responsibility. What it is about is recognizing the difference between what you are responsible for and what you are not in control of. Huge thing here, this control thing. We drive ourselves nuts with trying to control things that we are ultimately not in control of, no matter what we do. And we're never in control of somebody else, never. We're only in control of ourselves. That's just a little aside. So let me connect this for you to the alignment. When you carry only what is yours, your passions, your responsibilities, your dreams, your steps will become lighter. You can move through life with energy instead of exhaustion, because our own dreams, our own passions, even our own responsibilities give us energy. You will find your personal rhythm. You will stop living by pressure, and you will start living by purpose. And that is the important thing, the purpose. That is the easy yoke. That is the light burden. And let me say something about purpose here. If you know that you know that you know that you are following the purpose, the thing that God placed in your heart, you will forever have the comfort of knowing that no matter what happens and no matter how bad it looks, it'll be okay. So God also factors in our bad decisions and our mistakes. He does factor that in. So all things work together for good, right? For your good, for my good, for our good. But there's so much to be said for doing the thing that God has called you to do. If you don't know what it is, ask him. Ask him, what are you calling me to do here? I don't know. And he will tell you. So that's just an aside. Just knowing that burden, that yoke is lighter. It's easier. It's easy. It's light. Because it's the God-ordained thing in your life, the God direction that you're supposed to take. So there's a lot of comfort in that, a lot. Here's an emotional check-in exercise for you, right? So close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath, breathing in and out. And ask yourself, where in my body am I feeling tight or heavy or restricted? All right, so just become aware of where in your body you are feeling tight, heavy, or restricted. And now ask yourself, what would it feel like if that part of me loosened up, if it became lighter, loose, right? This is simple awareness, just noticing where you're holding too tightly. Just noticing that already makes a huge difference in your life, in your mindset, in your emotions. Just checking in and being mindful. So I'll tell you a quick story about my life, about myself. I've always been a high achiever and overwhelmed constantly. Not so much of late in the last few years, because I've learned these things that I'm sharing with you now, but I used to be constantly overwhelmed and anxious. And I was convinced that if I wasn't exhausted and working like a woman possessed, that I was not doing enough. So then I started identifying the pressures that weren't mine. Things like totally unrealistic expectations. Like, for instance, I wanted to get every audition. You may or may not know, I've been an actress for film or screen, I should say, and stage and radio for 30 years, and a voice artist. And that it's an insane career path, but amazing and very rewarding. But I was convinced that I needed to get every single audition I ever did. I wanted to get that part. And if I didn't, I would really procrastinate and be miserable for days, sometimes even weeks after. And anybody who knows a little bit about this performance world that I live in the other half of my life, because I lead a double life. The one half is coaching and NLP and doing what I'm doing now, what you're listening to now, and then the other half is the performance life. So it's not possible. It's not at all possible to get even, I would say, even a third, even a fifth of everything that you audition for in this life. It doesn't work like that. But I expected of myself to get these auditions. So those were unrealistic expectations. I loaded onto myself. Nobody told me to do it. I did it all by myself. My outdated ideas of success. My idea of success was getting all these parts, having a ton of money. Yes, success brings all of those things, but those are not the things to aim for. So in identifying those pressures that weren't mine, unrealistic expectations, outdated ideas of what success was, what I look like to other people, what do other people think of me? I'm not married. What do people think? I don't have children. What are people thinking of me? Those are ridiculous burdens. So when I began to identify those, and slowly but surely, with the grace of God and these tools that I learned in coaching NLP and so on, I started letting them go. And I thought, I didn't know what was going to happen. It felt like I was jumping off a cliff and like I was in free fall. And then I realized something amazing. I didn't fall to my death. I started flying. I didn't lose my ambition. I didn't stop caring. I just stopped carrying the unnecessary weight. And guess what? I accomplished more with less stress, and I was happier doing it. So here's the takeaway for you. You are not designed to live under crushing weight. You're meant to move with clarity and purpose. And yes, lightness. Start asking yourself daily, is this mine to carry? And is this burden aligned with who I am and where I am going? And if it's not, set it down. Walk lighter. Choose the easy yoke. So thank you so much for tuning in to Godivation. If this sparked something in you, if you're ready to start living lighter, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment. Please share this with someone who needs a lift today. Share it with someone you know can do with this message. And subscribe, please, for more powerful truths that you can actually use in your everyday life. Until next time, choose lightness.